Bitcoin is probably going to be hitting $100,000 this week. Let's take a look at what exactly has been happening with Bitcoin today and go over some news. Now, guys, I'm gonna be honest, today is a slower day for Bitcoin. I didn't really see that many things being talked about. Price action was pretty much non-existent, but obviously I want to make a video for you guys, so let's get right into it. This is the Bitcoin to 1 million channel, guys, where I post daily Bitcoin videos going over things like price predictions, treasury buys, news, price alerts, all that type of stuff. So if you guys are into Bitcoin, you guys want to make money with Bitcoin and just learn more about Bitcoin, this is the place to be. Please just subscribe down below, guys. My short-term goal is 50 subscribers, and then hopefully I can get to 1,000 by this year. Okay, so let's get right into it, guys. Bitcoin is currently at 94,900, basically 95K. And I do think they're probably going to see 100K this week, just because of, well, to be honest, I don't see why, unless there's a Black Swan event, we're going to see this continue to dip. I do think that we are still in a bullish cycle. I know there's a whole debate out there. Are we in a 4-year cycle? Is the bull run done? Are we in a bear market? Me personally, guys, I don't think we're in a 4-year cycle anymore. I think we are in not a super cycle, because that just sounds cringe and stupid. I think we're in a much more mature asset class now, when back in the day, Bitcoin would be very cyclical, right? You wouldn't really see Bitcoin doing that much. It's very obvious, it's very volatile, as opposed to now we have so much suits in, we have the hedge funds, the ETFs, all that type of stuff, to the point where I don't think we're going to see crazy Bitcoin dips, right? Like those 60% down drawdowns, I don't think we're going to see that anymore, guys. And I do think that Bitcoin, just like the stock market, is going to have a consistent, slow and steady growth phase or whatever, with obviously some crashes here and there, which we've probably already seen. I mean, guys, if you think about it, right, Bitcoin was literally at $126,000, I mean, 24 or whatever, quite literally a couple months ago, and then we went all the way down to like the 80s. So that is still a pretty big crash. I don't see us going much lower from here. Regardless, let's talk about some news. This is why I think Bitcoin's going to be pretty bullish as well, guys. Michael Saylor's strategy bought 13,627 Bitcoin last week, while miners only mined 3,150. The demand is exceeding the supply at rates that we have never seen. And guys, this is going to continue to happen at an exponential rate, or maybe not exponential, maybe it will be linear, but regardless, it's going to be pretty freaking big to see what exactly happens as we see more companies like Strategy buying Bitcoin. We see more institutions, more countries, more states, all that type of stuff. It's only going to get to a point where, there's not enough Bitcoin. And again, guys, there's only 21 million out there. So the game that we're all playing now is who can get the most Bitcoin and how fast can you make it happen. Now, Bitcoin ETFs also bought $1.4 billion worth of Bitcoin last week, which is the strongest week of inflows since October. So it looks like ETF demand is back, which is pretty cool to see, guys. This is obviously going to be very bullish, and again, I do expect this to grow, especially considering there's new ETFs being launched every single couple of months. And again, retail demand and even banks are starting to say, hey guys, own some Bitcoin and buy the Bitcoin ETF. Now, Steak and Shake adds $10 million worth of Bitcoin to its strategic Bitcoin reserve. This is just such a random one too. So Steak and Shake, I believe they take Bitcoin as a payment, and I believe what I think is with the Bitcoin payment, they just keep it in the strategic reserve. I don't know if they're actually buying Bitcoin as well. Regardless, this is pretty cool to see, guys. And I do think a lot of companies are going to start to adopt something like this, especially when you see the success of Strategy and Michael Saylor's companies, seeing how, they literally just hold Bitcoin and they make way more money than a lot of these companies that actually build things and whatever. It's going to be like, oh shit, maybe we should all do this. And I think a lot of companies are going to do that as well. Now, yesterday, I posted a video, guys, of the silver market cap and how it talked about gold versus silver. I strongly recommend, guys, go watch that video, because I think that video was fire and there's so much insight in there that I'm like, wow, I'm pretty mind blown myself. But more or less, guys, the silver market cap increased by basically $4 trillion in just 12 months. That's 2x Bitcoin's current market cap. If Bitcoin was to catch up to silver, it will hit over $270,000. So guys, I definitely do see this happening as well. I don't know when. Could it happen this year? Maybe. If you really consider how quickly silver just rallied up, you got to realize that Bitcoin could definitely do the same. Now, finally, guys, Bitcoin is king. I want to share this with you guys because I feel like a lot of people, they kind of put Bitcoin and crypto into the same thing, in the same basket. I do believe that was true for the longest time, but I think ever since we saw Bitcoin ETFs, I do think that Bitcoin is kind of on its own asset class now. It's much more of a mature asset, as opposed to just altcoins and crypto. I mean, obviously at the end of the day, yes, Bitcoin is crypto, but I do think that kind of seeing, and I mean, we saw this all of the past 2 years, Bitcoin can rally and ETH can literally do nothing. Bitcoin can smash all-time highs and almost double its all-time highs, or actually it will double its all-time highs, and ETH will still barely break all-time highs. So with that being said, guys, I want people to understand that, you know, you can be a crypto investor and a Bitcoin investor and understand that it's two very different things. And once you understand that, that will set you free. But ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it for today's video. If you guys did enjoy, I want you guys to leave a like, subscribe down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.